What do people complain about in your country? A recent report lists the things that people protest about the most in the US. Here are some extras from it. The car industry features fairly high on the list, with complaints about car dealers selling cars that break down shortly after being sold and garages doing substandard repairs. Credit and debt agencies also appear on the list, with complaints for abusive tactics for the payment of debts, including harassment and threats of physical violence. One man in Nebraska was threatened unlawfully with imprisonment for failing to repay his debt. Home improvement and construction are also on the list, mostly for unfinished jobs or shoddy work. One customer made an upfront payment of $18,000 to a builder for an extension to his house, but the work was never completed. Shops, department stores, and retailers also featured on the list, with consumers particularly angry about false advertising and defective merchandise. There were also several complaints about businesses that refused to accept promotional gift certificates. The most complained about places in the service sector included restaurants, hotels, beauty salons, and funeral homes. One customer filed a complaint against a company that had misspelled her deceased father's name on the headstone. The company in question refused to do anything about it. Complaints against internet and phone companies have been rising sharply over the years, with consumer complaints about incorrect builds or problems with the installation of phone, cable, satellite, or internet services. One of the most frequent complaints concerned companies charging customers for services they never asked for. Landlords and housing associations were also fairly high on the list, with complaints about unhealthy and unsafe living conditions and landlords who refused to carry out repairs or who failed to return deposits. In one case, an elderly woman had to live through a particular cold winter without any heating because her landlord said he couldn't afford to carry out the necessary repairs on the broken boiler. So, who are the world's greatest complainers? According to another survey, the Swedes are at the top with 41% of Swedish customers saying they'd made a complaint in the past 12 months. The Brits come second, 34%, followed by the Australians, 30%, Canadians, 26%, and Americans, 23%. Those least likely to complain are the Taiwanese, with just 1% saying they'd made a complaint in the last year, followed by the Saudis, 3%, the Chinese, 4%, the Polish, 5%, and the Russians, 6%. Have you got any complaints?